the book 80/20 Sales and Marketing is the book that I really, really wish that I had had when I got laid off from my engineering job when I was 26 years old and my wife was 3 months pregnant. Um, so I come into this meeting, and I don't know why we're in this meeting, and there's all these weird assorted people from our company, and the guy is looking kind of nervous. He's like, well, you're all laid off. Like, oh, okay. So, the sales had slowed down, and the company had to get rid of some people, and I was one of them. So what are we going to do now? So I spend a few weeks looking for engineering jobs in Chicago. I'm not finding any, and I end up going into sales. So from engineering into sales, out of the frying pan into the fire, as we like to say. And so I remember my friend Frank, he said to me, Perry, you don't just wake up one morning and go into a completely new profession. I'm like, well, I'm a pretty smart guy. This shouldn't be too hard. So the next 2 years were my years of bologna sandwiches and ramen soup, as I like to say. And so I went into a sales job, and every day I have this big manufacturer's directory, and my job is to pick up the phone and find somebody that will let me go to their office and see them. So I'm knocking on doors all the time, trying to talk to people that don't want to talk to me, and trying to sell something. I really figured out, it took me a long time to figure out I was selling the wrong thing to the wrong people for the wrong reasons. So our credit card balances went up and up. You guys have Aunt Visa and Uncle MasterCard here in Italy. I was at the metro station. They had a nice big Visa picture with all these happy-looking people. Visa doesn't really make people happy, But we went into serious amounts of debt, and in this job, I tried really hard. I worked on all these projects, and every single project I would work on, something would fall through at the last minute. And it was like it looked really good, and I'm going to get a big commission check, and then, and it was just over and over. And finally, one day, I walk in the door, 8 o'clock in the morning, Perry, we need to talk to you. And I go into this office, and, Perry, we're done. This is not working. You're a good guy. You try really hard, but yeah, we're done. And then I drive home, so an hour to get to work. I get fired. I drive home. I walk in the door. 9 o'clock, my wife looks up. She instantly knows, you got fired. Like, yeah. So now, in the middle of this, I had started to take a serious inventory of my life because it wasn't working. Okay? And I would listen to all these motivational tapes and read all these sales books, and I was trying so hard to be somebody I was not, but I didn't know, I didn't know any better. I was just doing the best I could. But I had discovered direct marketing. Okay, now, direct marketing isn't a new idea in 2018. It was kind of a new idea in 1997, at least to most people. Of course, direct marketing has taken over the internet, and people know all kinds of things. They've seen people do all kinds of things, but they don't know why they do them. And most people don't know the difference between a tactic and a strategy. They don't know the difference between a technique and a principle. Okay? A technique is something that works today for a very, very particular reason, and it might not work tomorrow. Like it might be some technological thing, or it might be some trend or some fad, okay? But a principle is something that's always, always true. And so the reason I wrote the book 80/20 Sales and Marketing was because just about everything that works in sales and marketing works because of 80/20. And usually 80/20 is the easiest way to explain why it works. And if you don't know something, it's the easiest way to figure it out. So today I'm going to try to help you I'm going to give you tools that will help you figure out your sales and your marketing life. And they'll actually figure out your whole business, because you have to do things for the right sales and marketing reasons, not just for business reasons. Hi, this is Perry Marshall. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share it with your friends.